I think I posted today something on my Instagram story. I think they come with a dose of motivation. Someone said that one time. It is. I'm like, seriously, you feel your vitamins kick in and you're like, let's do this. I'm ready to go. All right. So honestly, I'm so grateful that my friend Holly shared it with me. And I'm so grateful that this beautiful woman, Beth, didn't say no to me. I wouldn't let her take no for an answer. And she's going to share her story with you.
Hi, guys. All right, so my name is Beth Meyers. I am out of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. I started Thrive on December 14th, 2014. Every Thriver knows their exact start date. I've come to this conclusion. We all know the exact day that we started feeling better. For months, I had friends talking to me about Thrive, and I didn't want anything to do with it. The majority of it was I didn't have money. I was a single mom. I was working 2 jobs. I couldn't pay my bills. How am I going to take this product? Because what if it happens when I take it? If I like it, I'm going to want to buy it. I can't afford it. There's no way possible. So my dog let a fly in. So I was no, didn't want to take it, made fun of it on Facebook, really bad. And then Carrie Ann, called me one day and she's like, you're just going to take this. You don't have a choice. Like, she literally did not give me an option to say no. So I took it. I figured, okay, here's what'll happen. I'll take this. I'll take it for a few days. That way, when people message me and ask me about it, I can just tell them no. And when they say, well, have you tried it yet? I did. It doesn't work. Like, that was my whole game plan. I was totally wrong. I was definitely a day 1 Thriver. I woke up, I took my 2 capsules. My brain started functioning on like a level that I hadn't experienced in a long time. Like I said, I was working 2 jobs. I was just drained, tired all the time. Convinced my kids that the only fun thing in the world to do was blow up an air mattress, build a blanket fort in the living room, lay on the air mattress, and watch movies while I was sleeping. Like, that was the coolest thing in the entire world. Thank God they were young. And day 1, it's December and it's snowing, and I got home from working like 16 hours behind a chair at a salon doing hair all day. And I didn't do simple hair. I did Pinterest hair and color corrections all day. So it was never anything very simple for me. So I came home and I got my kids dressed and we went across the street to the park and we played in the snow. That's not something I did. I chalked it up to, okay, God's given me a good day. He knows I'm stressed. Christmas is coming up. I can't pay my rent. It's December 14th. I hadn't paid my rent yet for like 2 months. I was really close to having an eviction notice. I was getting shut off notices from Verizon and, my electric and gas and everything. And I was like, how am I going to make ends meet? So I take this product and I'm like, no, God's just giving me, he's just taking it easy on me today. So I wake up day 2, felt great. Day 3, I took a little bit of money and I went to like Five Below and I'm standing in line. I don't like shopping in public during Christmas because people are grouchy, and for as hard as I struggled, that I still was never grouchy and I never treated people mean, or I was never grumpy. I still like very much enjoyed my life. I had 2 healthy kids. So I'm standing there and somebody was like, why are you so chipper in this store? And I'm like, oh my God, it's this stupid sticker, my exact words. Sorry, Paul. Because I looked down at my arm and I'm like, it's this sticker on my arm. Like, it's this product, it works, this is great. So I went home, I posted on Facebook, talked to Carrie Ann, decided we were gonna make me a promoter and I was just gonna run with this and see what happened. If nothing else, I'd make a couple $100 a month and get my product for free, right? That was my all-time goal. A little bit of extra money is better than no extra money. Plus, I'm gonna get some free product and I'm gonna be able to take this and I'm gonna be able to run circles around everybody I know. So this is great. Took the product, like I said, day 3, go home, post on Facebook after I talked to Carrie, and then I'm going to start promoting this product. And instantly, it's like all my friends are like, wait a minute, if Beth's taking this, if Beth's admitting that she was wrong while making fun of everybody taking this, there's something to this product, right? So I start sharing Thrive, my experience with everybody. I earned my VIP 800 bonus. I actually turned that money directly into, more Lavelle credits because I could not keep trials in my house to save my life. People just wanted them. Turned that money right over, got more trials and just kept, investing and building, and it just went crazy. And, 3 weeks into my business, we don't have the iPad mini bonus anymore. Now we have the Maui Gym sunglass bonus. But I hit my iPad mini bonus. 5 weeks into the business, Carrie Ann called me at work. I'm literally standing there with a color brush in my hair, painting someone's head. She calls me on my work phone, tells me to sit down. I assume somebody died, and tells me I hit my auto bonus. And honestly, I'm brand new in the company. We're all brand new. Like, we were kind of started when the whole company started. Nobody really knew what we were doing. And we were kind of like, she was like, you hit your auto bonus. I'm like, that's awesome. I don't know what that means. The day before, my engine blew up in my car. So it was like perfect timing. And it's just all kind of like been God's plan for me. Like with this company, it's like every single thing that happens next is just like, okay, this is just a sign that this is exactly where you're meant to be. I've met some of the greatest people. So I hit my auto bonus. I was able to go buy a car. And, you know, I didn't have great credit, but I was able to buy a car. I didn't have much of anything then. And so then coming forward on that, we were in the middle of earning our first lifestyle getaway. I didn't think that was possible. I'm like, nobody comes into a company and instantly starts earning free vacations. I did, and a lot of people do. Was in Cancun in June 2015, and when I came back, I quit one of my jobs. You know, kept moving up with the company and bringing on more people, brought on this awesome team up in Michigan. Jessica Green, Jolene Hurley here is part of her team, our team. And just the things I've been able to do since becoming a promoter with my kids and building memories and taking those vacations and things that I've never thought that I'd be able to take. I went to Disney World, came back a week later and put braces on my daughter's teeth. Paid in full, like no debt from any of this stuff. Like, just things, and it's not about spending the money or having fancy things or fancy car or any. It's about being able to make those memories with my kids, where it's not just, what'd you do with your mom all day? Well, we laid on a couch, or we laid on the couch, we laid on an air mattress and we watched movies. It's, we're out and we're doing things. Even in the wintertime, we go out and walk around. We're going to parks, we're going to do stuff. My kids will tell you right now, if you ever threaten to take Thrive from their mom, they will threaten to like egg your house or something. I don't know, but they don't ever want me to go without Thrive. They tell me all the time, I'm a happier mom now, that I'm more fun, I'm more energized. I literally wore my children out at Disney World for 4 days. They could not keep up with me. I'm almost 40 years old and my little kids couldn't keep up with me. So, but it's definitely something that if you have somebody sharing this product with you, if you have somebody sharing their story with you, and every one of us has a completely different story. My favorite things about the Thrive experience are my mental clarity and the energy that I have to get through the day without crashing. That's a huge thing. Like Carrie Ann said, I've taken a million things. Normally by 3 o'clock, I'm dead. I want to take a nap. You get that boost of energy in the morning and you're good, or you have to take stuff throughout the day, and that's just not me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to Jolene Hurley, and you guys have a great night.
Thank you. I just love this. I love you guys. I love the culture that this entire organization has made. Like, everybody should be a part of this. So like we said, there's all kinds of different stories. I'm Jolene Hurley. I've been doing this now since, she said the date, so I had to like March 3rd of 2016. So it's been 4 years for me. And man, it's just, I look back now and I didn't believe in direct sales. I didn't believe that you could make money from selling something. I just was like, you know, telling my friends about it. You know, I'm telling all my friends about this Tim Hortons coffee I'm drinking every single day, right? Well, I was in the nursing field. I was working about 40 to 60 hours a week and I was exhausted. I was 50 pounds heavier. I was miserable. I was a single mom. My son was 1 year old and I just knew I needed something. I had no idea that it was going to be this. So one day after work, I stopped by a local tavern and the girl had on a Black Label patch and it was Rachel Smith. She looked great. She had great energy. She was running back and forth. She was in a good mood. And I'm telling you what, at this time, I was kind of like, you know, I worked, I think it was about 14 hours this day, and I was tired. So I asked her what it was, and she told me it was her wearable nutrition. You guys, I looked at her like she was crazy because, of course, I was skeptical. I'm like, a sticker, I've been in the nursing field for 7 years. I've never heard of anything like this. Whatever. Anyways, like I said, I was there for about an hour. She still had great energy and was in a good mood and was happy. So I ended up getting a trial from her. I'm telling you guys, when I tried it, day one, I took those capsules, I felt my vitamins kick in. I didn't feel that with my coffee. I didn't feel that with my 1-a-day vitamin. I just didn't feel that. So 20 minutes later, I drank that lifestyle mix. And when I drank the lifestyle mix, I'm used to some thick whey protein or some thick, nasty like thing that I have to like choke down. This was good with water. So I was like, all right, put on the patch, and I was on my way to work, and I dropped my son off, and then I had to work. Well, I started to just feel better and better. This is day one, guys. This is literally day one for me. I went into work. When you work, I was on my feet 12 to 16 hours a day. And as a nurse, sometimes you don't know if you're going to be able to go home. Like, it's just the job description. Well, I went into work this day. I ended up being there for about 15 hours, and I got off work and I still felt good. I got off work, and like I said, my son was 1 year old. I was still playing with him on the floor. I know a lot of people that are dialed in are probably moms or dads, and you guys know 1-year-old boys, you definitely cannot just, oh, I'm going to put my feet up and let them hang out on the floor. That never happens. You have to play. So this day I did. Next day, same thing. Woke up, took step 1, 2, 3. I felt good again. I was like, all right, there's got to be something in here. So this day I jumped on the phone with Jessica Green, and she told me that really there wasn't much difference between being a customer or promoter. You can both thrive for free. Do you want to make a little bit of money? Do you know 2 people that need Thrive? Do you know 4 people that need Thrive? If you know 4 people, you need to jump on and be a promoter and start sharing this with all your friends and family. So I ended up jumping on board. I could only afford the $200 kit at that time. I bought the kit, and I sold the trials before they even got to my door. And I was like, I need Thrive. So I ended up, it's been history ever since. Honestly, best thing that ever happened to me. Hit those VIP bonuses and was able to go on my first lifestyle getaway to Punta Cana. I never left Michigan before. I was a homebody. It was just been a life-changing experience. 8 months of business, I was able to quit my full-time nursing job and work from home. I never thought, like I said, that was going to be possible. I thought that I went to school for 4 years, and I went to school to be a nurse, and that was my dream job, and I had to stay there forever. Well, God had a different plan for me, and now I'm able to help a lot more people at a faster pace, feel good, make some money, and look good at the same time. There's nothing better than that. So thank you for having me on here. I'm going to pass it back off to Jodi.
Hey, thank you. It's such an honor to be on this call. You guys, I'm the newbie. I have been thriving for 14 months, and so I am married to a farmer. I'm a farmer's wife and a mama to 3 teenagers. So we have a very busy, crazy household. And before Thrive, I was just living on caffeine. I was living on 3 cups of coffee to get me motivated, to get me out of bed. And then I would crash. So afternoon, I was reaching for that, sugar-free Red Bull or another cup of coffee. And, by 10 o'clock, I was just done. I was just like, this is horrible. I wasn't feeling good. My gut was a mess. I had aches and pains in my joints. So I found Thrive through a friend on social media, which I didn't even know. We were just friends. I think I had bought some toothpaste from her previously. And she was talking about how great she was feeling and how she did not need her coffee. And I was like, okay, all right, what is this? So I contacted her, and I also wanted it for my husband because, like I said, he's a farmer. He needs the mental focus, and he's up late, and he has very bad food choices. Like, he likes to eat like a teenager. So I was like, okay, we both need this stuff. So I got a month ordered, and I was like, we'll just share it. We'll both do it 2 weeks. I didn't even tell him anything about it. Day one, I just said, here, honey, take these vitamins. And he was like, okay. And I did too. And within 20 minutes, I felt those things working. I felt like I had 3 cups of coffee, but I wasn't jittery. I just felt alert and awake and just completely different. I loved it. And so we just were day one. I was a day one thriver. Now, he was not. because, you know, everybody's different. Like Carrie Ann said, you know, we all said, like, you have different nutritional gaps and they need to be filled. And it just takes time as to when that happens. But by day 3, I woke up without my feet swollen. I woke up without my feet aching. And that hadn't happened in 2 years. So I knew that this was working and it was doing what it was supposed to do, what I was told it was going to do. So immediately I clicked the promoter button and I was like, I have to share this with everyone. Everyone needs to get this in their body and feel amazing. And so, I mean, it was going out the door, trials left and right. Like, I couldn't keep it stocked. And I was helping so many people feel good. And by day 10, you guys, like my kids, I was taking them to school. It's 7:20. Normally, you know, I'm driving like blinded, like cup of coffee, and just like, don't talk to me, like they knew that. But by day 10, they looked at me and they were like, Mom, what are you doing? You're singing on the radio, like you're singing out loud and you're happy and you're talking to us and you're engaging. So whatever you're doing, just keep doing it because you're such a better mom. And you're not grumpy in the afternoon. You're not grumpy in the morning. And you guys, that's what it's about. You know, it's about being a better person, a better mom, a better dad, a better grandma, a better grandpa. You know, anyone can take this. You know, this is premium grade nutrition for every single person. So it has been just an absolute game changer to life. I will never go a day without this. My husband as well, my teenage kids take it, you know, they're just focused better at school and just feel better overall. So, and I know they're getting, you know, what their body needs in them. So I am just so thankful, so grateful. And if, you know, like we've all said, like whoever invited you to this, or even if you just ordered, I can't wait to hear your story unfold. It's amazing. Everybody has such an incredible experience, and it's just such a blessing to so many lives. So thank you for having me on, and thank you for letting me share. And I'm going to pass it to my upline. Love her to pieces, Dawn Stevenson.
Thank you, Jodi. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just love these experiences. They never get old. But I am Dawn Stevenson. I live in Harrisburg, Missouri, and I have 4 kids. I am also married to a farmer who is also a banker, and I used to be a banker as well before Laval. But, you know, when I got started on Thrive, my really good friend Carri Ann, you guys heard from at the very beginning, actually helped to get me started. And she had started, you know, a couple weeks before I had. And honestly, it was what happened is that when she started, she felt so great. She started sharing her experience on social media, and we were Facebook friends. And so I was, you know, watching her post. And at first I was like, what the heck is she doing? You know, she was showing off that DFT, but she just kept throwing out pieces of how great that she was feeling. And, you know, I never liked her post. I don't think I ever commented or anything like that. So she probably didn't even know I was even seeing her post about it. But one day I reached out to her and I'm like, okay, what is this Thrive thing? What are you doing? Well, she immediately got me on the phone. She introduced me to her friend, Holly. They both shared their experience. I purchased a trial for me and my husband both. And to be quite honest, I really don't know what I was expecting. I was probably more curious than anything. You know, when you see somebody feeling so great, you're like, okay, what is this really going to do for me? But I will tell you, I was a tired, exhausted, worn out mama. And honestly, I don't think I realized how bad it was until I started thriving. I mean, I was just honestly just going through the motions of life. I don't think I really wasn't present, you know, with my husband, with my kids, with my friends, with my family. So anyway, when I got started, I was one of those lucky people. I actually noticed changes, you know, on my very first day. My husband started at the same time. He didn't notice changes until his second week. Every morning I kept waking up and doing my 3 steps. I'm like, do you feel this? And he's like, feel what? You know? So I kind of thought it was all in my head at first because he wasn't noticing anything. But I was definitely noticed something on my very first day. And the biggest thing, you guys, I noticed, you know, was just good, clean energy. And I was really shocked that I didn't want my coffee because I was a pretty big coffee drinker before Thrive. I mean, a really big coffee drinker. We're talking a pot of coffee every single morning. And I was one of those people, don't talk to me, don't have my morning coffee in me. I would set it the night before. It was already brewed, ready to go. So I'd literally get out of bed, walk into the kitchen, pour a cup, and start drinking it. And so I was really surprised that first morning. I just didn't want my coffee. I felt really good and very energetic. And so I knew there was something to it. But again, I kind of thought it was in my head. And then, my second and my third day, I don't know. I just felt like this fog, was just lifted from my brain and started noticing big changes in my mental focus, and definitely noticed a difference in my mood. But again, I kept thinking it was still in my head. But on day 3, when I put my youngest daughter to bed, she was 6 years old at the time. And when I tucked her in, she looked up at me and she's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing. I thought I was in a really good mood. So I'm like, why is she asking this? I'm not grouchy right now. But that's basically what she said. She said, you just have been in a really good mood the past couple of days. And you guys, I walked out of her room, honestly, in tears, because I think at that point, I just realized how tired and exhausted I was. And when you don't feel good and you're exhausted, what do? You take it out on your loved ones, and that definitely impacts. And so for her to notice a difference at 6 years old, and she had no idea what Thrive was, I just knew that there was something to it, at that point. And every day just kept getting better and better. I feel incredible. I'm sleeping better. My cravings have changed. I have more patience with my kids. I mean, I could go on and on, about my experience and what it's done for me. But, just like these ladies, I couldn't help you guys but to share it with my friends and family. I became a promoter, really quickly into my experience. But to be honest with you, I really wasn't looking for a business opportunity. You see people that are successful with businesses like this, but I'm always like, oh, that's not me, not something, I can do. But I felt so good that I knew that other people need to experience it. And in the back of my mind, I was like, what if they feel as great as what I do, And so literally I clicked a button, ordered some products so I can turn around and sell trials. And I know Jodi talked about this, and I think Jolene, how the product flew out the door. Same thing with me. I mean, I couldn't get the product in stock. I was sharing on social media. I was telling people about it. People were buying trials left and right. I had people even come back and say, okay, I'm going to order today, but I'm on my last day. Can I please buy another trial, because I don't want to go a day without. I'm feeling incredible, And I tell you, hearing those stories is honestly what fueled my passion, even more. I tell people, it's one thing what it does for you, it's something else what it does for your loved ones. I mean, there's just something about it. And so in my first 2 weeks, just by sharing and helping people to get started, I earned those VIP bonuses that Karri was talking about at the very beginning, and basically made $1,300 in my first 2 weeks. And I was pretty blown away by that, because working in the banking industry, my first 2 weeks there, I definitely didn't earn that kind of commissions or money. And, a ripple effect just kept taking place. I kept sharing with other people, but the people that I was sharing with, they were doing the same thing. Those people were doing the same thing. And at the end of my first month, I started earning my luxury car bonus. And just like what when Beth said that Karri gave her a call, I was just as shocked. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's my first month. All I'm doing is sharing and helping people to get started. And this company is already paying me a car bonus. I worked in the banking industry for 20 years and I never earned a car bonus there. So at that point, that's when I really realized the vision and the opportunity, because the product sells itself. Once you get it into people's hands and they have a chance to experience it. And I remember calling Karri and saying, oh my gosh, she was the first person I talked to, even before my husband. But I was like, I think this is just exploding. I mean, people are feeling incredible. And I really think this is going to replace my salary that I'm making at the bank. And I'm going to be able to quit my job. And you guys, I never, ever, that did not cross my mind whenever I started and whenever I said yes to those 3 steps and bought that 5-day trial. I mean, that never crossed my mind. But sure enough, 5 months down the road, I was able to say goodbye to corporate America. And again, Karri Ann was one of the first people that I called because she introduced this to me, and it just completely, changed my mind, my life. But anyway, since then, I've just been on a mission to help other people to get started, to experience the 3 steps, and help them to get their product for free, which is super simple, just by sharing with 2 people, even if you're a customer. And then those that need the financial blessings that this company has to offer, we help them every step of the way. I tell people I love what this company has done for me. You can do it too, and let's go, and I will help you. So it's just all about sharing. So anyway, that's a little bit about my experience. I'm so grateful to Karri Ann, so thank you so much. Thank you guys, for everybody for sharing tonight. And for all the guests that are on, my biggest advice for you, first of all, if you have not experienced those 3 steps, you have to let your body experience it and know what it's like to thrive. So get back with whoever invited you and get that product into your hands. Say, hey, I want to thrive. I want to know what this whole Thrive life is about. And then, for everyone who has guests on, I encourage you to follow back up and say, hey, we got to get you thriving. Did you hear those stories? Let's get some product into your hands. After they start experiencing it, help them to get their product for free, and then help them to earn those incredible bonuses that they can earn within their first 2 weeks. So anyway, with that, we're going to go ahead and close this up. So thanks everybody for tuning in tonight, and you guys have a good Thursday evening. Bye guys.
Bye.